We're at Don Saladino's private barn out here on Long Island. Don is somebody that I have long admired and been inspired by as a husband, as a father, as an expert in health and wellness and fitness, and as one of those quintessential midlife males who also works with and trains some of the most successful middle-aged guys in the world. So it's this unique opportunity to get out here in person, up close, to experience a workout with him, see what he's built and developed, see how he lives and how he does things, get an inside look on being able to do that with him. We're gonna sit down, we're also gonna record a podcast, we're gonna have a little lunch, we're gonna do a little Q&A. That's what we do in the inner circle, and I brought a couple of friends along to join me.
Remember, everything's connected from a joint-by-joint approach. So the toes are gonna affect the foot's gonna affect the ankle's gonna affect the knee's gonna affect the hip's gonna affect the low back. So when we do all this sitting, right, and people are complaining about back pain, it's because our glutes and our hips aren't functioning the way they need to be functioning most of the time.
Don Saladino. He is an elite level trainer. He is a midlife man. He is a husband, he is a father, he is an athlete, he is an entrepreneur. I have been a fan of, an admirer of his work for years. Wayne Gretzky said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." So I called him up and I asked him, could I come out? Could I bring a couple of guys with me? Would you train us? Could we record a live podcast? Ask you the questions that maybe others don't get to ask you, on the record, off the record, man to man, midlife male to midlife male.
I'll be 47 in April, so, there's no reason why you can't keep improving body composition. There's no reason why you can't continue to get stronger, and, it's a big part of my life. I don't want to lose strength. I believe that there's this level of equity I've developed with my strength and with my muscularity that I want to hold on to, and I want to continue to work on mobility and practice the things I'm not good at, and understanding that day by day things are going to change. And I don't feel bad for myself when I have a tough schedule. If it's between me going at 3 a.m. or not going at all, I go at 3 a.m. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what my readiness says. It's not about, me going in and hitting a PR. It's about this for me. I can't start giving into that. That's the way I've always operated, and that's why I've worked with guys in their 70s and 80s who are, I have a client who's in mid-70s. He's hitting sets of 10 on pull-ups, body weight, full tactical pull-ups to his throat, sick. Guy's mid-70s. That to me, that's a nice thing to see, because there's no reason why. But what happens is in time, we all start giving up. Getting older. No fucking shit, you're getting older. We're all getting older. My son's 15, he's getting older. Not an excuse to start giving up.
Tug of war now, you got 20 seconds. I don't want you to stop. Keep the reps going. You could push through it. How's the arm? You okay? Come on. Time, rest, good.
Jim Rohn said that there are two kinds of pain: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The only difference is that the pain of regret weighs tons, while the pain of discipline weighs ounces. I do not want to have regret in my life. And I believe you have a choice of which one of those you want to carry, and the men in the inner circle want to carry that pain of discipline into the experiences, the events, the actions, the choices, and the lives that they want to live.
With my son, I took a much different thought process on it. When he was younger, he would look at me and my friends going out to the jungle gym outside. He'd be like, "Dad, can I come?" And I'd be like, "This is for big boys, man. No, sorry." And he would be like, "Dad, but I can do it." He was 5, 6 years old looking at me like this, saying that. I'm literally talking to him that way. I don't have time for this shit. This. Yeah, and then he's suddenly then he's out there for an hour wanting to. And then he's fired. But I'm like, dude, do me. You don't want to be most dads are like, "Come on, man, one more set." I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Leave him alone. He's 10 years old. Let him fucking go inside. And and then you start seeing that your kids are turning around. Can we go for a hike? Sure. You want to go for ice cream? We're all done now. I said ice cream. No, we want to have fruit smoothies. I said, okay. I'm kind of looking over at my wife laughing. And then later on, they're like, "Can we go for ice cream?" And I'm like, sure. Let's go for fucking ice cream. Like they're fucking kids. Let them have a good time. You know?
Anybody who has accomplished something, who's been successful, they are not sitting here telling you about how everything went right. They're just not doing it.
Absolutely. No, all the challenges and the grit it's formed, and you know, it touched on how important his wife is in the whole things, how she gave him a ton of motivation when he really got kind of rocked business-wise. All those things tie together. So yeah, for me, that was probably the coolest part of this. You know, you knew how successful he was with fitness, or at least he's on the cover of magazines and he's really jacked and in shape, but he's a regular guy that's busted his ass, built his business from nothing, overcome a lot. And I think, you know, we heard the word resilience a bunch, you know, thick skin, call it whatever you want it, but that's the part I appreciated the most, him sharing.
Yeah, and one of it was like, hey, you got to run your life like you run your business.
Yeah,
you know, and no matter who we're working with here, the reality is, like, if you are not running your life like your business, shit's gonna fall apart.
100%.
No doubt about it. So this is not about the number of curls and all the barbells and dumbbells and everything sitting here. It's back to like, yeah, that's what you love to do. And like, that's the fun part of the job. But the real work is getting done like behind the scenes when nobody's looking, when nobody's watching, none of the shit that people are paying attention to, you know, that they shouldn't be on Instagram, everywhere else. They're seeing the finished product. And what's cool is coming out here is being able to see the work in progress.
Yeah.
And that's what's led to having this and also where it's going. We often get caught up in the responsibilities and obligations of our life, especially in midlife, that we don't take enough time for ourselves and for the experiences that bring so much value to our lives. They're like pouring rocket fuel on what can be the next and best phase of our life. When I started prioritizing experiences and making time and setting out to put these types of days on my calendar, everything changed. It gave me something to look forward to. It gave me something to work harder for. It gave me something to live and lead by example so that I could continue to reward myself with doing more of these things. High quality experiences with high quality people is what maximizing middle age is all about.